Now, along with graduation season and the summer weather, there's a lot of people who are ready to go camping. So let's talk about the great outdoors and the effects COVID-19 will have when we talk about camping across North America. Joining us today is Toby, President and CEO of Campgrounds of America. Welcome to the show, Toby. Tell us first, where are you joining us from?
I am sitting in Billings, Montana, which is where our headquarters are at, and I'm actually specifically at the Billings KOA, which was the first KOA founded 58 years ago. We have 525 locations across the U.S. and Canada, 20 in California, and right here is where it all started, in Billings, Montana.
All right, so I know there's a report that came out. It's about camping. I want to know a little bit, what did this report say about camping this year? A lot of people are talking about it, but not really quite sure how to go about it. So what's the report saying?
Yeah, we wanted to understand how people were going to travel and recreate in light of the pandemic. So we did this research and came back very positive about camping. There's a lot of enthusiasm. People who camp want to keep camping this summer. They're replacing other trips they've canceled with camping. And 1/3 of those who have never camped before are now interested in camping. A lot of that's being driven by safety. We asked people to rank different forms of travel, and camping ranked at the top of that list for both campers and non-campers alike. A lot of it, appreciation for the outdoors. People are prioritizing that more than ever right now.
Do you expect to see any differences, in the way people camp this year?
We do. The report showed us that people are planning to camp in the short term, in the near term here, in smaller groups, probably that nuclear family. They also want to camp closer to home, probably 100 to 150 miles at most. They're also looking for less crowded destinations to recreate. And a lot of people are showing interest in RVs, and particularly people who have never camped in an RV before are now interested in trying one or buying one. So we expect to see rentals and sales increase as we head into summer, but it makes sense because that's a self-contained unit. You have all of your own things, you can cook your own food, you have your own bathroom. So it's in this era of social distancing, it's a nice way to recreate.
Toby, a lot of folks are worried about being safe. Is camping safe?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would hate to ever say anything is perfectly safe because I don't think anyone can guarantee that. But we do think it's a safer form of travel, a safer form of recreation. There's inherent social distancing built into a campground. There's ample space between sites. Like I just said, a lot of people are camping with their own equipment, whether that be an RV. A lot of people are camping in tents as well. And then at private campgrounds like ours, we're taking a variety of measures to make sure that the safety of our guests and our employees are top of mind. So you're going to see a lot of different things, such as modified check-in procedures. You might see recreation facilities closed down. You'll see pools closed down in these early phases of reopening. Taking PPE into account, looking at our cleaning practices, just to make sure everyone is as safe as possible.
What about some other changes that may be different from what we've seen at campgrounds in previous years?
I think the bigger changes are the things like I just spoke about. It's probably, especially if you're used to camping at KOA, there's a lot of recreation. We want to be really active partners with the state and with the county in fighting coronavirus. So we're probably going to see those things shut down, especially in these early phases. So you're not going to see our jumping pillows open. You're not going to see our pools open. You might not see those group activities that you're used to happening. We just have to work through the phases of reopening, and it's the same on our parks, and then those procedures and restrictions lift and modify. But that's the state of what you'll see as a difference. Other than that, it's still the great outdoors. It's still camping. Everybody has a great time camping no matter what they're doing or where they're at.
All right, and Toby, can you talk about the kind of camping our viewers can experience here locally in Northern California? Because I know a lot of folks are ready to head out there.
Right, we have a lot of campgrounds in California, as I mentioned before, and right near you there's one in Shingle Springs, which is probably the closest to where you're at. But we encourage everyone to go on KOA.com because in California right now things are largely being managed at the county level, and so every campground's operating differently. All campgrounds are open for essential travel at this point, and long-term RVers, traveling medical staff, and then different counties have allowed some recreational camping to resume again, but you definitely want to get online and understand what's happening in your area before you head out to camp.
Yeah, there's a lot of different guidelines and things going on at the different sites, like you said. So where should people go for the up-to-the-date, up-to-the-minute information about camping?
Well, for our system, go to KOA.com because you can get to all, search and find all of those campgrounds near you. You can find out about information. And also, if you just want general information about camping, the website's a great place to start at KOA.com. We have a good blog full of tips and tricks and recipes and everything you need to know to get started.
All right, Toby, thank you so much for joining us and providing some great information about camping for those viewers who are ready to go out there and explore the outdoors. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great summer.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.